1 in 7 people in the world are undernourished. 5.6 million children die of hunger each year. 1 in 6 Americans say they don't have enough to eat, and an astonishing 50 million are food insecure, and thus unsure of getting their next meal. The facts state that the total global food production is sufficient to feed the current population of the world. So the root cause of the hunger prevailing is food wastage and unequal distribution and accessibility of food amongst the different sections of our society. Every day, 40,000 children die from malnutrition, while in the rich world, every year, 2.5 million people die because of obesity. Nearly 40% of the food produced in the world is never eaten. In the United States, nearly 25% of the food is thrown out, while in Europe, more than 240 million tons are wasted each year. In Africa, up to 66% of food is spoiled before it is sold. Every day, nearly 1 billion people go to bed hungry. We, the young enthusiasts, have come together to bring about a radical change in this hapless world. Our aim is to defeat the multi-headed monster which is causing half the world to die in hunger and destroying the rest half with obesity. We are not just some volunteers, we are the Crusaders.
Our idea is a three-pronged attack against hunger. It is a three-tier process. First is awareness. The need of the hour is to sensitize the youth. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. We introduce you to our mascots, the magician. His magic tricks can feed the hungry. He can make the food production problems go away by suggesting techniques to utilize the available resources to maximize the local food production. Do not forget to catch on to his cooking tips for a healthy, nutritious diet. Robin. Let us share food and do our best to save each other's soul. She is the savior of the poor and hungry. She takes the responsibility to protect the poor from the ignorance of the rich by ensuring that the surplus food with the rich is not wasted, instead is fed to the hungry. Inspector. Beware the rich brats. He is here to catch you red-handed wasting food. When you have a thought of dumping the food into the bin, he might just appear right in front of you to get you straight.
Secondly, we develop an app for the smartphone users which will be available at a very basic price. This app will help the user to maintain a healthy life with its various features. The profile will be personalized for each user for their specific needs and demands by keeping a tab on their BMI. The Hive will connect the app to the overall grid and keep the user constantly updated about the standing of his community and also suggest him the ways in which his own community can come up to the mark. Workouts will suggest you the ideal amount of exercise one needs to do to stay fit. The Friends will help you connect with the web world where you can share your experiences and show off your new regime. The Tips will provide you with the various health and cooking advice to improve your health without compromising your pleasure. The Nutrition will keep a tab on your calorie intake and advise you to follow a set regime to improve your health. And finally, all your doubts about the exercise, diet and any other issue will be solved in the FAQs. This app will have a very wide base and it aims at sensitizing the world to the need of a good health and also shows you the way of
Pickle to control the intake of calories as it varies from person to person, but the wastage is something which should be minimum. Hence, we will put a tab on the food wastage in the big cities by dividing a city into many segments as per our criteria. Then, we will measure the amount of the food wasted from each household in each grid while calculating weight of the food that's been thrown out over a period under consideration. At the end of the month, we will calculate the total amount of food wasted by each segment and accordingly rank each segment. The higher the rank for a segment is, the more it has to pay through increased taxes. On the contrary, the segments with lower ranks would be exempted from certain forms of taxes, a practice that would act as an incentive for the segments with low ranks and a deterrent for the segments with high ranks. Lower food wastage means no hike in food prices, and also more food is available for the hungry, which shall help restore balance in the world.
Our aim is to create a sensitized, healthy society which optimizes food usage so that there is enough for everyone. We plan to use the psyche of the people to our advantage. The competitive spirit, incentives, and punishments will be the driving force behind the change. The world will create an environment where one will not only think about themselves but also the fellow humans. We need each other to survive. To work as a unit is our aim.
To join our campaign, visit us at www.teamcrusaders.org.